B2B named him the best business-to-business marketer for 2007. The same year, Frost & Sullivan presented him with its Lifetime Achievement Award for marketing, and the University of Akron's Taylor Institute for Direct Marketing named him Direct Marketer of the Year. He's also a recipient of the U.S. Small Business Association's Entrepreneur of the Year Award. But wait, there's more. He's also a recipient of the International Printers Network's International Business Person of the Year. He received the British Association for Print and Communications Honorary Life Membership Award. The National Association of Quick Printing honored him with its Industry Award of Distinction. And he received the prestigious Earl I. Sundin Award from the International Graphic Arts Education Association. Well, it's time to make room for one more. As Chief Marketing Officer and Vice President of Eastman Kodak Company, Jeff Hayzlett is responsible for the company's worldwide marketing operations, including the design and implementation of all marketing strategies, investment policies, and processes. A self-described CMO on steroids, Jeff has been engaging the company's employees, customers, and business partners in conversation about Kodak 2.0, a brand transformation that has shifted Kodak from a B2C company focused primarily on the print business to a B2B company fully ensconced in the digital revolution. That conversation runs the media gamut, from social networking sites like YouTube and Twitter to traditional marketing and advertising venues like television. And Jeff's efforts haven't all been behind the scenes. In addition to frequent TV appearances on Fox Business Channel and shows like Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch on CNBC, Jeff also served as a corporate ambassador on a 2008 episode of The Celebrity Apprentice, which Kodak has sponsored for the last 2 years. On the show, when he wasn't rubbing elbows with the Donald, Jeff was passing judgment on the likes of Stephen Baldwin and Gene Simmons on their ability to run Kodak's inkjet printers. Of course, many more of you in this room will recognize Jeff from his tireless contributions to BMA. Why is that? Huh? Oh. Oh my God. That's above and beyond the collective. All right. He's been a member of the board of directors for the past 3 years, and he served as vice president of marketing and vice chairman before being elected chairman of the board for the 2008 and 2009 term. Despite the extreme challenges the financial crisis exerted on all marketers this year, BMA had a widely successful year under Jeff's watch, and he leaves it well positioned for growth in the coming term. I think Gary Slack, who will succeed Jeff as BMA chairman for the 2009 and 2010 term, may have said it best when he summed up the challenge of following in Jeff's footsteps. These are some awfully big shoes to fill, Gary said. And it's not just because they're cowboy boots. Talk about a Kodak moment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for the 2009
I'm blown away, because I had absolutely no idea. And normally I plan everything, so like most of you guys. So this was a big surprise and a big honor. First of all, let me say thanks to my team. These guys allow me, the men and women inside of Kodak, the 27,000 people, to let me go and represent one of the greatest brands in the world. When I went to work for Kodak a couple of years ago, I actually showed up early, a week before the urine test, before everything. I was so excited to go to work for such try to bring the company back to the roots of that has been just tremendous. From an organizational standpoint, I don't know about you, but looking around the room and looking at today, I don't think there's a recession going on. I see a resurgence going on, and certainly in business marketing, and what we're doing, and how much this profession, this portion of our marketing profession has grown over the last few years has been tremendous. I want to thank John Favallo. He's the one that actually got me involved. He came to me and said, "Jeff, would you mind stepping on this board?" And I said, "What board? Why?" All those kind of questions. He says, "Come do it. It's good. It's, you got to give something back." And he's right about that. And John, I want to thank you very much for that, because that's a big part of it. Gary, you and the board of directors and all of you in this room, we've got a lot more to do. And I know we're in good hands with your leadership and what you've done here, not only in Chicago, but I know what you're doing at the national and certainly international level. Years ago, I'll leave you one story. When I was in college, and I'm from South Dakota, I was at Augustana College, a small Lutheran school there in Sioux Falls, only a couple thousand students. And in college, I was in charge of the speakers who got to come on campus. And one year I booked Jacques Cousteau. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about? When I was a kid, for those of you who are under 30, have somebody explain it to you. When I was a kid, I would stay up on Sunday nights. It would be bath night. And get the bath, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. I'd put on my pajamas. I'd get my red toboggan cap. And I would put it on. And I would literally sit in the front. I'd watch the Wonderful World of Disney, followed by the Undersea Adventures of Jacques Cousteau. Remember that? And I had a chance to bring him on campus, and he had a chance to speak to all the students. I got to go to dinner with him, and I got to ask him questions. And one time I was asking, what was there ever a time that it was scary or something? Can you tell me some of those things? And he was telling me about this one time where he was down in Ellis. I know you're a diver, a big diver, but he was down about 100 feet in some caves underneath the, well, you got to work, I'm working beat. I'm going to work every one of Rance's communications into the speech. I am a marketer of the year, so I can do that. Work every one. But and he said he was down in a cave, and under a deep cave, he got his air hose was severed. And he knew he wasn't going to make it out, because, that you got to come up at different levels. I don't do the diving. I don't have the time like Ellis does. Ellis has a lot of free time. He told me 3 or 4 trips they went on this year. You might want to know that. I don't know. Just trying to help, Ellis. Just trying to help. I'll teach you to write that negative editorial on me last time. No, I'm just teasing. But he told me he was deep down, his air hole got severed, and he wasn't going to make it happen. But he was doing what he needed to do. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere came his swimming buddy. And the swimming buddy took off his air hose, and they started exchanging, and they made their way up. And I said, "Mr. Costello, weren't you scared? Weren't you just absolutely petrified?" He says, "No, you see, I was in good company. And when one's in good company, you should never be frightened." And I look out today, and I saw what we did today and what we're doing as an organization association. I'm in good company. And with that, I thank you very, very much. Thank you.